Hello and welcome to another episode of today's GK. I am Pooja Dwivedi and in this segment we bring to you objective questions on a daily basis to help you crack prelims. So let's begin with the practice question of last segment, which said that consider the following statements with reference to asteroid impact deflection assessment. It is a joint research mission between NASA and SpaceX. It aims to study the viability of diverting an asteroid by crashing a spacecraft into its surface. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, or D neither 1 nor 2? So I hope you have answered it correctly in the comment segment. The correct answer for this question is B, that is, only the second statement is correct. Only the statement is correct. Let's move on to the explanation part, which says that asteroids impact deflection assessment is a joint venture of NASA and European Space Agency. It aims to study the viability of diverting an asteroid by crashing a spacecraft into the surface of it. It also says that the project aims to deflect the orbit of one of the two Didymos asteroids. The name of the asteroids, Didymos, between Earth and Mars with an observer craft gauging the effect of impact more effectively than ground-based observer could manage. And if we look at the orbits, this is the spacecraft which will crash into the Didymos B. With this particular impact, the orbit will get deflected. Alright, so now let's move on to the first question of today's GK. With reference to Organization of the Islamic Cooperation, consider the following statements. First, the OIC is the world's second largest intergovernmental organization after the United Nations. It has reserved membership for Muslim majority countries. Now, which of the statements given above is or are correct? A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, or D neither 1 nor 2? I hope you have answered it correctly. The correct answer for this question is C, that is both 1 and 2. Let's look at the explanation. The 47th session of the OIC was recently conducted of the Council of Foreign Ministers at Niamey, Niger. And there they made a reference to India over its policies on Jammu and Kashmir. Now, India hit back at the OIC for making unwarranted and unnecessary references to Jammu and Kashmir. Now, OIC, which was formerly known as the Organization of Islamic Conference, is the world's second largest intergovernmental organization after the UN with 57 states as its members. Right? Moving on. The OIC's stated objective is to safeguard and protect the interest of the Muslim world in the spirit of promoting international prosperity, peace and harmony and among various peoples of the world. OIC has reserved membership for Muslim majority countries only. Moving on, let's look at the next question. Zairo Valley, recently seen in the news, is located in which of the following states? A. Nagaland, B. Manipur, C. Mizoram, or D. Arunachal Pradesh? The correct answer for this question is D. Arunachal Pradesh. Now, kiwis of Zairo Valley that have been located in the lower Subansiri district of Arunachal Pradesh have been certified as organic following a standard 3-year process. Any agricultural product or practice to be considered as organic only when they are free of any chemical fertilizer or pesticide. And such certification in India can be obtained by strict scientific assessment with the help of the regulatory body, Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority or APIDA. Alright, so the organic certification was provided by the Mission Organic Value Chain Development for the Northeast Region or MOVCD-NER, which is a scheme for the northeastern states by the Ministry of Agriculture and Family Welfare under the central government. Moving on. Let's look at the next question. Which of the following rivers are tributaries of Brahmaputra River? Dibang, Lohit, Buri Dihi, Tista, Dhansari or Barak? Let's look at the options. Select the correct options by using the code given below. 1, 2, 4, 5 and 6 only, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 only, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 only, or all of the above. Let's look at the options once more. Dibang, Lohit, Buri Dihing, Tista, Dhansari and Barak. You have to think fast. Let's look at the options once more. The correct answer for this question is C. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 only. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 only. Barak is not a tributary of Brahmaputra river. Why this question have been asked? Because Chinese authorities have given the go ahead for Chinese hydropower project company to construct the first downstream hydropower project on the river Brahmaputra, which is also known as Yarlung Zangpo in Tibet. And Brahmaputra originates under the name of Siang or Dihang. From which glacier? From the Chemyangdang glacier of the Kailash range near the Mansarovar lake. Now it enters India west of Sadia town in Arunachal Pradesh. Moving on, let's know more about it. The tributaries are Dihang, Lohit, Siang, Buri Dihing, Tista and Dhansari. Now the Barak river, which flows 900 kilometers through the states of Manipur, Nagaland, Mizoram and Assam in India and then into the Bay of Bengal via Bangladesh. The length is 524 kilometers. In India, 31 kilometers of the river flow through the Indo-Bangladesh border and the rest of it flows in the country of Bangladesh. Moving on, let's look at the next question. With reference to diabetes, consider the following statements. First, in type 1 diabetes, the body fails to produce sufficient insulin. In type 2 diabetes, the body does not respond to insulin. Which of the statements given above are correct? A, 1 only, B, 2 only, C, both 1 and 2, D, neither 1 nor 2. I hope you'll be able to answer it correctly. The correct answer for this question is C, both 1 and 2. Both of these statements are correct. Now, a research that was published by Diabetologia, by the name of Diabetologia, Journal of the European Association for the Study of Diabetes, highlights the vulnerability of the Indian youth towards diabetes, and it says that more than half of the Indian men, that is 55%, and 2/3 of the Indian women, that is 65%, aged 20 years, are vulnerable to develop diabetes, with 95% of them likely to be type 2 diabetes in their lifetime, in their entire lifetime. Diabetes is a non-communicable disease that occurs either when the pancreas does not produce enough insulin, a hormone. Pancreas, they evolve this insulin, they produce this insulin which regulates glucose or blood sugar. This is type 1. And or when the body cannot effectively use the insulin that has been produced. In type 1 diabetes, which is also known as juvenile diabetes, as it mostly affects children of the age 14 to 16 years. This type occurs when the body is unable to produce insulin. Now, people with type 1 diabetes are insulin dependent, which means they take artificial insulin daily to stay alive, and type 2 diabetes affects the way the body uses this insulin. When the body still makes insulin, unlike in type 1, the cell do not or cannot use that insulin properly. Let's look at the next question. Mohsen Fakhrizadeh recently in the news belong to which of the following countries? A, Lebanon, B, Iran, C, Syria, or D, Egypt? The correct answer for this question is B, Iran. Let's look at the explanation. Now, Iran's senior most nuclear scientist Mohsen Fakhrizadeh was recently assassinated in Tehran, and Fakhrizadeh was the head of the research and innovation Organization of the Ministry of Defense. One of the most prominent scientists of Iran, Fakhrizadeh, was also a member of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and has been compared to J. Robert Oppenheimer, who was the American theoretical physicist who was the director of the Los Alamos Laboratory during the development of atomic weapons, the world's first atomic weapons. Now, if you remember, Qasim Soleimani, who was the Major General of this Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, was also assassinated in the month of January 2020, which was sanctioned by the American President Donald Trump. Alright, moving on, let's look at the next question. With reference to pulsars, consider the following statements. First, they are rapidly rotating neutron stars that emit radio frequency pulses. Second, they have very weak magnetic fields. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, D neither 1 nor 2. So I hope you have answered it correctly. The correct answer for this question is A, that is 1 only. Only the first statement is correct. So, the Royal Society unveiled a new portrait of astrophysicist Dame Jocelyn Bell Burnell. Now, who is credited with discovering pulsar? Now, Dame Jocelyn Bell Burnell has been credited with discovering pulsars when she was a PhD student at the Cambridge University. Also, if we talk about it, she discovered pulsars, which are a rapidly rotating neutron stars that are radio frequency, that emit basically radio frequency pulses on November 28, 1967. Neutron stars are result of supernova explosion when the stars reach the end of their life and die. Also, pulsars are rotating neutron stars that are observed to have pulses of radiation at a very regular intervals that typically range from milliseconds to seconds. And pulsars have very strong magnetic fields with funnel jets of particles that move out. They move out along the two magnetic poles. These accelerated particles produce very powerful beams of light, right? Consider the following statements about Giant Meter Wave Radio Telescope. It is an array of radio telescopes used for studying the universe in low frequency. It is developed by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA. Which of the statements given above is are correct? A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, D neither 1 nor 2. You have to tell the statement which is correct about Giant Meter Wave Radio Telescope. The correct answer for this question is A, that is 1 only. Let's move on to the explanation. Recently, the Giant Meter Wave Radio Telescope has received the prestigious IEEE milestone facility status. This is a status facilitated by the US-based Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. Also, it's a very versatile instrument which is used for investigating a variety of radio frequencies, radio astrophysical problems ranging from the nearby solar system to the edge of the observable universe in low frequency. Moving on, GMRT is an array of how many telescopes? 30 full steerable parabolic radio telescopes, and they have 45 meter of diameter. It is operated by the National Center for Radio Astrophysics of Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. GMRT is an indigenous project. It is designed based on the SMART concept for stretch mesh attached to rope trusses. Alright, let's move on to the next question. With reference to NAREG's National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, which of the following statements is incorrect? Job seeker has completed 18 years of age at the time of application. Applicants must volunteer for unskilled labor. Minimum 1/3 of the stipulated workforce must be women. social audit of Manrega work is not mandatory. So you have to choose the statement that is false. The false statement is D. Social audit of Manrega works is not mandatory. Let's move on to the explanation. Despite a progress in the COVID curbs to revive the economy, an analysis of the available data has shown that the jobs or demand for the work, not the jobs exactly, under NREGs have increased. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, the primary objective of Manrega is to guarantee 100 days of work in every financial year to the adult member of any rural household who is willing to do public work related unskilled manual work. Moving on to know more about it. Minimum 1/3 of the stipulated workforce must be women, and social audit of Manrega work is also mandatory, which leads to the accountability and transparency. It covers all districts of India except the ones with 100% urban population, and the eligibility for this is that the person who is demanding for work under it must be a citizen of India, he must be a job seeker. He must be a job seeker that has completed the age of 18 years at the time of applying for work. Also, the applicant must be a part of the local household. Application must be made through the local Gram Panchayat, and applicants must volunteer for unskilled labor. These are the eligibility criteria. Let's look at the next question. Article 1 in the Constitution of India describes India as A. Federation, B. Quasi-federal, C. Union of States, D. Cooperative Federation. So I hope you have answered it correctly. The correct answer for this question is C, that is, it's a union of states. Let's move on to the explanation. Article 1 describes India, that is Bharat, as a union of states, and union of states rather than the phrase federation of states. Now, the phrase union of states has been preferred over the phrase federation of states, because Indian federation is not a result of any agreement among the states to form a union like the American Federation, and the states have no right to secede or break away from the federation. That is why union of states phrase has been used. Moving on, let's look at the next question. State of Food and Agriculture report was released by A. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, B. Food and Agriculture Organization, C. Niti Aayog, or D. National Biodiversity Authority. I hope you have answered it correctly. The correct answer for this question is B, that is Food and Agriculture Organization. The State of Food and Agriculture report is the annual publication of Food and Agriculture Organization. The State of Food and Agriculture 2020 presents new estimates on the pervasiveness of water scarcity in irrigated agriculture area and of water shortages in rain-fed agriculture, as well as on the number of people who have been affected by it. If we talk about the highlights, about 1.2 billion people have been globally experiencing very high levels of water shortages, and of that, nearly half of the 1.2 billion people lived in South Asia, while 460 million lived in the East and Southeast Asia. Now, about 11% of the rain-fed entire cropland and 14% of pasture land experienced severe recurring droughts, while more than 60% of the irrigated cropland have been highly water stressed as well. And if we talk about the recommendations, there have been certain recommendations made by this publication which says to invest in water harvesting, promote conservation in rain-fed areas, also rehabilitating and modernizing sustainable, that means that could go for a long time, sustainable irrigation system in irrigated areas. Let's move on and look at our next question, which is the practice question for our next segment. which says, consider the following statements about India International Science Festival. It was launched in 2019 to engage the public with science. It is organized by the Ministry of Science and Technology and Ministry of Earth Sciences. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, or D neither 1 nor 2. So I hope you will be able to answer it correctly in the comment segment. Thank you so much for watching. That's it for today. Tomorrow I am going to turn up with another segment. Stay updated.